Falta muy poquito para el Maximus Festival, el 6 de mayo en Tecnópolis. Linkin Park, Ghost, Slayer, Prophets of Rage y muchísimas bandas más van a estar el 6 de mayo en Tecnópolis. Y Linkin Park en esta oportunidad nos habla de su flamante nuevo disco antes de llegar al Festival Maximus.
I don't like my mind right now, stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I wanna let go, but there's comfort in the panic. And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me.
I do hope our fans love it. I hope they love the record as much as I do. That is 100% the case. I sincerely want them to love the record. But there's also space for me where I understand that it's different, and I understand if certain fans don't. You know, certain fans like different things. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't have an issue with that either.
Why is everything so heavy? Holding on to so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy?
At this point, with One More Light, I feel like this is the best representation of how I could present myself artistically, creatively, musically at this point in time. And I feel comfortable in that. If I was to try to do something where I was thinking like, oh, maybe somebody wants that and I have to try to present that, I'd be extremely uncomfortable because it wouldn't be who I am.
No, I'm not the center of the universe. You keep spinning around me just the same. No, I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Holding on. Why is everything so heavy?
We've learned on every album we've ever done, you know, and not just in a production role, but like also from each other, and even on this album from like some of the collaborators. I'll give you an example. Like, we have one of the songs that actually didn't make the album. We wrote it with a guy named Wyatt, who is he's like Zach Brown's. He works with Zach Brown a lot, and so all country music pretty much. And Wyatt doesn't play instruments, and he doesn't sing, and he writes vocals. And you go, how the fuck do you do that? Like, I don't understand how that works. And he came to town, he flew in, and he's this like, I feel like he like could be part of my mom's family. My mom's family is like rural West Virginian family. Like, they, like, half of them play football. Like, he's like this big, you know, kind of country dude. And he comes in and he sits down, and we say, okay, so how do you start? Like, what do you do? And he says, well, with his like drawl, he said, well, I actually have, I write notes in my diary. And he pulls out this little black book of like little thoughts and musings and whatever. And it's just words, like random pairings of words. And he kind of throws them out on beat, but it's not like, he's not singing and he's not writing a song per se, but he's putting ideas together. And so I'm behind the piano and I'm going, okay, like, what if we pair this with that, and let's add these words and whatever. And it was a really weird way to start a song, because it started with words in the book and like what's going on today, and you put those together. And for me, that was a tool that I didn't have. Like, it never occurred to me to like start with like, to just keep a diary or a journal of like weird phrases and whatever. And now I do that. Now I put it in my phone and I have that thing. And if I find myself at a loss for a good line, I flip through on my phone. I flip through some of my little things and see if it inspires some cool words.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this line to explain in due time.
all I know.
Time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away and it's so hard. Didn't knock out below. Watch the time go right out the window.
I think that Linkin Park is the six of us, and Linkin Park is what we've created, where we are today and where we're going. Like, it's not a static moment in time, and I think that the consternation comes when a listener wants to like freeze frame one version of what we are as artists. And I think like foundationally, our imperative is to always try to grow and stretch and challenge ourselves. So if we were staying still, I think we'd have nothing really to say.
I tried